Hey, what's up, guys? Lewis here, bringing you bringing you my true Draco build. This is going to be sweet, guys. Today, I'm showing you my new and improved true Draco deck build. So, here we go. Here's my Draco deck, guys. The first card we got is Middletron 12, the true Drake combatant. The next card we got is Domain of the True Monarchs. The next card is Draconic Diagram. Then we've got True Draco Heritage. Guys, I've got a few surprises in this deck just for you guys. Perhaps it's an Egyptian god or two. Here we go. We've got Called by the Grave. We've got Gameki. Gamekiel, the Sea Turtle Kaiju. Ignis Heat, the true Draco warrior. So guys, right now, we are just going through the cards' names. In the second half of this video, I'll be going over on what they do, so stay with me. True Draco Phoenix. Gameciel, the Sea Turtle Kaiju. Another one. Ignis Heat, the true Draco warrior. Wow. Waterfall of Dragon Souls. Terraforming. Trap Hole of Spikes. Disciples of the true Draco Phoenix. Majesty Maiden, the true Draco caster. Another Majesty Maiden, the true Draco caster. True Draco Apocalypse. Ooh. The true Draco fighter. Maiden, the true Draco caster. We've got Pot of Duality. Whoa! Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere Mode? How did that get in? Whoa! Ah! Its power is consuming! Its power is consuming me! Ah! There we go. Alrighty. I connected to Wi-Fi, guys, so hopefully that helps. Alrighty. Let's get back to the build. Terraforming. You all probably know what Egyptian god resides within this deck now. Amano Iwano. True Draco Apocalypse. The Winged Dragon of Ra. There. The Monarch's Stormforth. True King's Return. The Monarchs Erupt. Ignis Heat, the true Draco warrior. The Monarchs Erupt. Called by the grave. Disciples of the true Draco Phoenix. Monster Reborn. It is limited now, guys, for those of you who did not know. Amano Iwano, I run 3. Pot of Duality, I run 3 of that too. There's the third. True Draco Heritage. Another True Draco Heritage. Dragonic Diagram. The third Dragonic Diagram. True Draco Apocalypse. Terraforming. Solemn Warning. Alright guys, so I'm going to put the camera down right here while I sort through my deck, and that way we can begin the process of, well, getting down to what the cards do. This is the first time I'm getting into full detail of what the cards do. So, yeah. First, we have Metatron 12. What he does, guys, is he's immune to all monster effects, trap effects, spell effects. When he becomes immune to all that when he's summoned, unless he is summoned without tributing one monster, one continuous spell, and one continuous trap card. If he's summoned by tributing those 3, he is immune to all card effects. Here, allow me to read it to you. Requires 3 tributes to normal summon, cannot be normal set. To tribute summon this card face up, you can tribute continuous spell and trap cards you control, as well as monsters, unaffected by the effects of cards with the same card type, monster, spell, and or trap, as the original card type of the cards you tributed for its tribute summon. If this tribute summon monster in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card by battle or card effect, you can special summon one fusion synchro is earth, water, fire, or wind from your extra deck, which I do not have an extra deck, so that effect does not apply to me. Domain of the True Monarchs. What this card does, guys, is it basically locks your opponent out of the extra deck. When this card is on the field, if he or she does not control a tribute summon monster, they cannot get into their extra deck. I'll even read it to you. While you have no cards in your extra deck, and you are the only player that controls a tribute summon monster, your opponent cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. If a tribute summon monster you control attacks an opponent's monster, it gains 800 attack points. During damage calculation only. Once per turn, you can reduce the level of one monster with 2800 attack and 1000 defense in your hand by 2 until the end of this turn, even after they are summoned, set, and even if this card leaves the field. That's what that does, guys. Now, let us get into Dragonic Diagram. As you can see here, basically what this card does, I'll just read you the effect. All True Draco and True King monsters on the field can gain 300 attack and defense the first time each tribute summoned True Draco or True King monster would be destroyed by battle. Each turn it is not destroyed. Once per turn, you can destroy one other card you control or in your hand, and if you do, add one True Draco or True King card from your deck to your hand. That card's effect only applies to monsters who can be affected by card effects. So, Metatron 12, if you tribute summon him with a monster spell, with the monster continuous spell, continuous trap, he is immune to every single card effect on the field. I just recently found this out. So, say your opponent, say you have Metatron 12 on your field, and you contributed monster, spell, and trap you controlled. Your opponent summons a 4,500 attack point monster. Metatron 12 only has 3,000 and is unaffected by every single effect Diagram has, because he's immune to all card effects on the field, not just ones you choose. Alright, next is True Draco Heritage. What this card does, guys, is during your main phase, you can draw cards equal to the number of True Draco and True King card types, monster, spell, and trap sent from the field to the graveyard this turn. Cards equal to the number of True Draco and True King card types, monster, spell, and trap sent from the field to the graveyard this turn. The spells and traps, guys, have to be continuous. Besides, that's basically what all True Draco and True King spells and traps are. There are some that are not continuous, but during your main phase, you can immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon one True Draco or True King monster face up. That's an additional tribute summon to your regular tribute summon. So, yeah. I should know. I run the deck. If this card is sent from the spell and trap zone to the graveyard, you can target one spell trap card on the field, destroy it. You can only use each effect of True Draco Heritage once per turn. Next, I will activate the Quick Play spell card, Called by the Grave, banishing one of your monsters in your graveyard. And for the rest of this turn until the end phase, its effects are negated. Just in case you guys have multiple copies, you manage to get another copy out with, yeah, its effects are negated for until the end of this turn. Yeah. Next is Gamma Seal, the sea turtle kaiju, as you can see here. You can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field in attack position by tributing one monster they control. Ooh. If your opponent controls a kaiju monster, you can special summon this card from your hand in attack position. You can only control one kaiju monster when your opponent activates a card or effect, except Gamma Seal the Sea Turtle Kaiju. Quick effect. You can remove 2 kaiju counters from anywhere on the field, negate the activation, and if you do, banish that card. Whoa. That's no. Whoa. No. Holy. Sorry, guys, I have to make this so dramatic for you. Alright, next is Ignis Heat. Alright, guys, here's what he does. To tribute summon this card face up, you can tribute a continuous spell or trap card you control instead of a monster. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect while you control this tribute summon monster, you can take one True Draco or True King continuous spell card from your deck and either activate it to the field. Let me see, have we done the next card? No, we have not. The next card is the Disciples of the True Draco Phoenix. It basically almost does the same thing as Heritage, with the additional tribute summon, the blow up back row stuff. But the only difference to this card and Heritage is the fact this card likes to recycle your True Draco stuff back into your deck. You can target 3 True Draco or True King cards in your graveyard, including Metaltron 12. Shuffle them into the deck, then draw 1 card. During your main phase, you can immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon 1 True Draco or True King monster face up if this card is sent from the field, from the spell and trap zone to the graveyard. You can target 1 spell trap card on the field, destroy it. You can only use each effect of Disciples of the True Draco Phoenix once per turn. Next is Waterfall of the Dragon Souls. Activate one of these effects, add 1 worm-type monster from your deck to your hand, or send any number of worm-type monsters from your hand and or field to the graveyard. Draw cards equal to the number of monsters you sent to the graveyard times 1. Next is terraforming, guys. I'm going to read its effect, but I'm sure all of you already know it anyways. But this is just for beginners, so they know what to look out for. Add one field spell card from your deck to your hand. That's it. Trap Hole of Spikes. When an opponent's monster that was normal or special summoned this turn declares an attack, destroy that attacking monster. And if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the original attack points of that monster. Here we go with Majesty Maiden. To tribute summon this card face up, you can tribute a continuous spell trap card you control instead of a monster. Once per turn during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect while you control this tribute summon monster, you can add one True Draco or True King monster from your deck to your hand. Here we go with True Draco Apocalypse. If this card is sent from the spell trap card zone to the graveyard, you can target one monster on the field, destroy one monster on the field. You'd better destroy it. You cannot activate the following effects of True Draco Apocalypse in the same chain. You cannot activate them in the same chain. One, the first effect is actually technically the second effect. You can target one other True Draco or True King card you control, destroy it. And if you do, the attack and defense of all face-up monsters your opponent controls become half their current attack and defense, even if this card leaves the field, which means it's a continuous effect. Their monsters are current attack and defense are cut in half, and it's permanent. Even if this card leaves the field, it's permanent. During the second effect, technically third, during your opponent's main phase, you can immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon one True King, or True Draco monster face up. You can only use each effect of True Draco Apocalypse once per turn. Guys, I just pulled a Mono Iwano. Cannot be special summoned. Monsters cannot activate their effects except spirit monsters. Once per turn. During the end phase, if this card was normal summoned or flipped face up this turn, return this card to the hand. Here we go with Dynamite Knight. To tribute summon this card face up, you can tribute a continuous spell trap card you control instead of a monster. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect while you control this tribute summon monster, you can take one True Draco or True King continuous trap card from your deck and either activate it to the field or add it to your hand. Pot of Duality, guys. Excavate the top 3 cards of your deck, add one of them to your hand Also, after that, shuffle the rest back into your deck. You can only activate one pot of duality per turn. You cannot special summon during the turn you activate this card. Guys, Winged Dragon of Ra, Sphere Mode. Cannot be special summoned. Requires 3 tributes from either side of the field. To normal summon to that side of the field. Cannot be normal set. Then shift control of this card's owner during the end phase of the next turn. In other words, at the end phase of your opponent's next turn. And yeah. Cannot attack. Your opponent cannot target this card for attacks or by card effects. You can tribute this card, special summon the Winged Dragon of Ra from your hand or deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. In other words, it does not go bye-bye at the end phase. The Winged Dragon of Ra, guys. Cannot be special summoned, requires 3 tributes to normal summon. Cannot be normal set. This card's normal summon cannot be negated. When normal summoned, other cards and effects cannot be activated. When this card is normal summoned, you can pay life points so that you can only have 100 left. This card gains attack and defense equal to the amount of life points paid. You can pay 1,000 life points, then target one monster on the field, destroy that target. The Monarch Stormforth. Once during this turn, if you would tribute a monster for a tribute summon, you can tribute one monster your opponent controls as if you controlled it. You can only activate the Monarch Stormforth per turn. During the turn you activate this card, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. The True King's Return. If this card is sent from the spell and trap zone to the graveyard, you can target one monster on the field, destroy it. You cannot activate the following effects of True King's Return in the same chain. You can target one True Draco or True King monster in your graveyard, special summon it. In defense position, also, for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon. During your opponent's main phase, you can, immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon one True Draco or True King monster face up. You can only use each effect of True King's Return once per turn. The Monarchs Erupt. Activate this card only if you have no cards in your extra deck and control a tribute summon monster. Negate the effects of all face-up monsters on the field, except tribute summon monsters. During your end phase, if you control no tribute summon monsters, send this card to the graveyard. Monster Reborn, guys. Target one monster in either player's graveyard, special summon it to your side of the field. And last but not least, solemn warning. When a monster or monsters would be summoned, or when a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated that includes an effect that special summons a monster or monsters, pay 2,000 life points to negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy it. That was the last card, guys. I skipped over a lot of the copies because I already read their effects to you. So yeah. That's it for this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. If you want to see more, leave what deck you want me to do a build on down below in the comment section. And until next time, bye-bye.